When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the Muslims were in Mecca and they were being attacked and tortured and humiliated just for being Muslim and spreading Islam, there was a companion known as Al-Khabbab ibn al-Arat radiyallahu anhu, and he was a slave at the time of his conversion. And so his slave master would torture him in the worst possible way. She would get these iron rods and heat them so much to the point where there was fire coming off of it, and she would brand his back, which would make the skin melt and intertwine in a horrific sight. And one time the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he walked past this happening right in front of his eyes. And he was so hurt by what he could see that he raised his hands to the sky and made dua against that woman. And he said, Ya Allah, deal with that woman. And straight away she fell into a state of paralysis. And the doctors gathered and tried to cure her. And they found no cure except for her to be branded with fire, just as she branded her slave in order to get rid of this disease. And when they branded her, she died because of the agony and the pain that she was feeling. Why am I mentioning this? Because this poetic reality of people attacking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and attacking Islam and being faced with similar consequences upon themselves and being destroyed has been repeated time and time again throughout history. Think of the designer of the Titanic who said, not even God can sink this ship, so Allah made their ship sink. Think of the time of COVID, when there was many campaigns against the burqa, people mocking the burqa, banning the burqa. And so Allah forced the entirety of humanity to cover their faces and wear a mask, just as the Muslim women cover their faces. And here you have Charlie Kirk, who was a notorious Islamophobe, insulted the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, attacked Islam with lies and inciting hatred against the Muslims by saying that Islam is the blade that will cut the throat of the West. And so Allah caused a bullet to go through his throat. The reality is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated in the Quran, وَمَكَرُوا مَكْرًا وَمَكَرْنَا مَكْرًا. They plotted and planned against Allah, and so Allah plotted and planned against them. And who do you think is going to win? The creator or the creation? Of course the creator. And so for those who want to plot and plan against Allah, campaign against Islam with lies, knowing that they're lying, know that their destruction is coming very soon, whether that be in this life or the next life.